Hello and welcome to Bloke on the Range, and this is the Murtenschiessen 2023, the fourth time I've ever shot it and the third time I've presented it on the channel. It's one of the early videos from back in the day in 2016. Now, the too long did not read version of this historic shoot is that it celebrates the 1476 victory of the Confederates over Charles the Bold and his Burgundians, who were trying to make all of this lovely countryside part of Burgundy. We've actually done a big video as part of the Faristolica remote military march a year or so ago, where we give greater detail of what happened. But basically, from over there, the nascent Swiss Confederates broke through the Grunhag defensive line and then sort of stomped it all the way through this area, all the way through here. This hill behind me from where we shoot was the command post of Charles the Bold himself with his tent on it. And then you've got the town of Murten over there. All of this was the encampment, and a bunch of very, very upset Confederates went through, all stabby and slashy and spiky, and the supposed figures were for 400 Swiss losses there were 20,000 Burgundian losses, so it was a bit of a take no prisoners kind of deal. Anyway, this has been going on for a long time, this shoot. It's one of those classic 12 rounds in 4 minutes things. You're allowed to shoot any of the GP11 firing wooden rifles, so the 1911 series, K31, not the sniper rifle. They're not allowed. Or Stgw 57, Sig 510, or Stgw 90, Sig 550, with certain approved modifications. And it's an awful lot of fun. Now, it's got a few particularities. You end up shooting downhill. It's about 200 meters. Depends a bit on where you're on the firing point. I've actually shot it already because we were on the second detail. So I shot on the second to last target of the block of figure 4. We shoot 2 to a target. We try and match as far as possible someone shooting 223 with someone shooting 7.5 so that we can see whose shots go where. Otherwise, what we tend to do is one person paints the tips with of their bullets with lipstick, and that leaves a bit of a ring, and you can work out who fired which shots. Target this year is thankfully vertically oriented, and I had a little bit of a thought as to what I was going to do with that, so quick insert. Okay, so here's the target, and what I think I'm going to do is put 15 clicks up and aim here, because that's going to put me about there. Should be about right. And here's the film of actually how it went.
Liegen und einrichten.
Okay.
Installez-vous, fixez le déviateur de bouille.
Whoa. This is quite downhill. Wrong glove.
Oh, da droht es oben. Da vorne liegt.
Vor allem rutschen jetzt gerade zum Hemdli aus, so viel schwitzen ist es.
Das erste vorne so angelegt.
Das Programm ist 12 Schuss in 4 Minuten. Le programme est 12 coups en 4 minutes.
Check my alignment.
Anschlagen und laden. Épauler et charger.
It looks very small.
Feu.
Very hard to see. That small aiming mark kind of starts to disappear as the post front sight, actually the post front sight got close to it. It is what it is.
Achtung! Achtung! Halt! Sichern, entladen, liegen bleiben, assurer, retirer les cartouches, restez couchés. Entladen, Kontrolle durch Schützenmeister, Kontrolle du retrait des cartouches par le moniteur.
Merci. Merci. Merci.
We're going to stay lying down until everyone's checked. And it's pointing very downhill.
Auf! Vor die Sekte treten. Links so. Abmarschieren. Schönen Tag. Debout.
Well, I'll find out later this afternoon where those shots actually went, but yeah. Now what I actually found there was that the aiming mark at 200 meters, it actually was quite hard to see. I might have had my rear sight aperture a bit too narrow, but as my post, because I shoot a post, not a ring, approached it, it kind of disappeared a bit. We will see what happened. I suspect I might have ended up a little bit high, but I'm glad I didn't try and aim at the middle of it because it practically disappears at 200. And the fact that the black aiming mark is in a grey background or middle ground, it's like, oof. It's actually a real challenge. There's a couple of clubs that are really specialised in this shoot who tend to do very well. We try our best. The other problem is that we have to shoot in at 300 meters, so you have to do a bit of calculating where you want your aiming point to come out at, and I'd set it up to be point of aim, point of impact, calculated to be point of aim, point of impact at 200 before I made that adjustment. Now, at this stage, I don't know how well I've done. We will find out later on.
Skip to the end.
So here's my Adrian's target. His are the little ones down here. Mine are the big ones up here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was trying to aim here, but I think I was drifting. I must have been drifting up into it. But if I hadn't moved those 15 clicks, I'd have been trying to aim in the middle. It probably might have come out the same, but I'd have been about 10 centimetres lower, about there. And that would have been much more points, but oh well. So my team came 29th of 120 Swiss clubs. There were also 13 teams of guests and a surprising number of young shooters. In fact, there were 7, so 70 people doing the Jungschützen, the young shooters course. So, so if we've got 133 teams in total, that puts us at 1,130 shooters, which is quite impressive, assuming that all the teams are complete. It was 10 per, but so many young shooters, which is really, really good to see. So hopefully that's a good thing for the sport of the future. So anyway, that was an awful lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much to all our financial supporters on Patreon and Player. And yeah, see you again sometime. Bye.